All right. Well, I think it's time for the Flippy update, Guns.
Flippy update.
Do you want fries with that?
That's right, folks. It's time for the Flippy update. Now, if you don't know, now you know. Flippy is our colloquial name for the disembodied robot arms that are taking our jobs, enslaving our children, and flirting with our spouses. We use covering Flippy as a way to explore all the new, fun, and exciting ways that robots are taking over the world and how there's nothing we can do about it. Now, Gons, we discovered that the Adam Carolla show was encroaching on our turf.
Sure.
Adam Carolla was so impressed with our show that he decided he would dabble in stealing the intellectual property of the Flippy update. But don't worry, the lawyers are on it, and we're going to be rich, my friends.
We're going to sue Adam Carolla?
That's not happening. No, we're not going to sue. We're just going to write an angry letter.
Oh,
just
a cease and desist letter.
Yes, it's but another example that we have seen recently of people encroaching on my brand, Gons, is the Robot Report. We also are going to send them an angry letter, but this comes from therobotreport.com. The headline is "Meet UR20. Universal Robots' fastest, strongest cobot ever."
Ooh, ever.
Ever.
Written by Steve Crow.
Steve Crow.
Crow. He's a Crow.
Sounds
man.
like an action hero.
Yeah.
This summer, Steve Crow is
UR20.
Is with the birds. Okay. Universal Robot this morning at Automatica finally unveiled what it's been teasing the last couple of months. It introduced the UR20, the Danish company's fastest and strongest collaborative robot arm ever. The UR20 is expected to be available for pre-order in late Q4 2022 and will begin shipping in Q2 of 2023 for an undisclosed price. Gons, like my daddy always said, if you got to ask the price, you can't afford it. This one isn't for us, I think.
That's what the Yacht Club said.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
You got to say it again, man. You can't leave me out.
People heard it. Oh, I said that. That's what the Yacht Club said.
Ah, there we go. I like it. The UR20, which has been redesigned from the ground up, is the first model in a new series of next-generation cobots that will complement the E-series. The UR20 features a 20-kilogram payload, 1,750-millimeter reach, repeatedly and up and blah, blah, blah. Lots of torque on this sucker. It's a whole thing. Lots of good stuff. According to the company, the UR20 is well suited for applications such as machine loading, machine tending, materials handling, palletizing, and welding. And then we got a PDF for the data sheet. Man, the Robot Report is on it. UR told the Robot Report additional new cobots will be introduced. The last time UR introduced a new robot was 2019 when it added the UR16E and then goes through some tech specs of that. Now, Gons, we got a new joint design here for the UR20.
I've been showing the video to live viewers who can watch it, but this reveal is very dramatic. And this arm makes me uncomfortable, to be honest.
Tell me more.
Well, let's see. Do you want me to tell you about the video?
Oh, I just want to know why you're uncomfortable.
All right,
we got help you work through these feelings.
Sure. The Universal robots. You got like the parallel universe Basil and Gons over there. There's like two people for Universal robots, like giving their little presentation. And then the robots.
This is what is their names? We knew their names. It's like Steve and Ron or something.
Let me get it here real quick. This is
it's Steve Crow.
Yeah,
and then the other guy.
Oh, this is Crow. He's the guy
of the Robot Report.
Anders Bileso Bjork or something. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So anyway,
Anders and Steve.
Yeah. So this thing has, man, what is it? When you see a bug, and you see like the legs of a bug, sometimes you're like, ooh, how they kind of move and they wiggle and they got like extra joints, and it looks kind of tentacly.
Yeah, it's like a demon.
Demonic
demons. demons have like extra knees and stuff.
Right. Like inverse
really
knees.
Scary part about it.
Sure. Yeah. So that's the kind of vibe I get. It's starting to look more like an octopus tentacle than like an arm,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's really intense. And they do a lot of bragging about the new joints. They invented new joints. Okay. They're playing God with the new types of joints.
Before you go on though, real quick in the video, you got the two guys talking in the background. They have the robot moving boxes and stuff. And it's pretty impressive. I got to say it's creepy, but impressive the way that it's able to suction these boxes and move them around, and it looks very.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, we've seen robots move boxes before. But here's the thing. So the history of the Flippy update here on this show has traditionally been following the deception, the progress, the technocratic dystopia that is really, and it sounds silly, and we say it a little bit fun, in a fun way, but almost word for word, the technocrats have said, yeah, we're trying to replace humans. The years-long campaign to distract us from the fact that they're trying to replace an entire human workforce with robots has included language like no, it's a cobot, it works with you, it's a cooperative robot. Right. And recently, we've seen CEOs at different companies, warehouse companies, even Tesla himself. Elon Musk himself said he wants to replace all humans in his factories with robots. They're done with the idea that we're not onto them, right? So the competition against human beings has been won. But listen to this. They go on and on about the new joint. They're so impressed with the knees on this thing. And let me tell you, I'm pretty impressed with the knees on this thing, too. But here's a quote. Now that we have the next generation joint, one can imagine we'd put it to work to deliver a better product for our customers, Smith said. In terms of higher payloads, I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility, but we're almost outside of what a person can lift. Once you build something significantly more powerful than a person, you're not solving the labor scarcity problem. Now you're competing with traditional industrial robots. So they're at a point where they're like, yeah, we're not even trying to compete with humans anymore. You're done, humans. Go into your VR pods and subscribe to your Amazon Prime nutrient slurry and just fly around in the metaverse because we don't need you anymore. And our robot is not just better than humans, but now we're competing against other industrial robots. And it's sort of when we think of the robot apocalypse and how we will be purged for the scum that we are as human beings, then who is left to fight the wars against each other? It's just the robots. It's a robot civil war, Gons. Mm-hmm. And it gives me a little bit of hope that as long as we human beings can stay underground and live off the flesh of rats and crickets for long enough, we just got to wait for the robots to destroy themselves.
Destroy each other. Yeah, let them eat each other. The word that comes to mind watching this robot is agile. It's very agile. So the thing that's different from a lot of other demonstrations that we've seen with robot arms like this, we got Flippy the Burger flipping burgers. We got, arms making coffee and stuff like that. This one, for this demonstration, there's a conveyor belt behind these two gentlemen, and the robot arm suction cups and picks up this large box. I don't know how big. I'm sure they tell you what the weight of that box is. Probably not super light. And then they put it on the conveyor belt. And as the box is moving across the conveyor belt, the robot arm quickly gets ahead of it to grab it later on the conveyor belt. And I don't know, it's very simple, but there's something impressive about the agility of this thing.
Gons, they're getting to you, man. You're not supposed to be impressed.
I want one for my podcasting rig so that I can have a jingle
we must
arm.
Go underground and wait for the robots to destroy each other. It's our only hope of survival.
Listen, I've watched Star Wars. There are good robots, and it's all about the programming.
They got him, folks. They finally got him. They've taken my friend from me, and for that I will never forgive the robots. Mm-hmm. There's your Flippy update. Let's keep moving.